It's time for movie news with the Louz.
Yeah.
Good to see you again.
Gosh, I know. It's been a hot second.
It has.
And good to see you, Kelly.
Good to see you too this morning.
Okay, time for this, okay? This is a standalone film. We're gonna talk Twisters with an S. And it's slightly modeled after 1996's Twister that starred Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton. But Twisters is a current day adrenaline-pumping, big-screen thrill ride, okay? So this is from the director, Lee Isaac Chung, and the producers behind Jurassic, Bourne, and Indy, and then the story by Joseph Kosinski of Top Gun Maverick fame. He was the director of that. So Twisters began to swirl around, into existence in 2020. Now it's on the big screen. The very thoughtful Kate, played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, who we recently saw her in Where the Crawdads Sing, and then the cocky yet sure of himself Tyler, and not ugly, played by Glen Powell from Top Gun Maverick. He was Hangman in Top Gun Maverick. Anyway, here's the thing. This movie is very, very fun. And obviously we live close-ish to Tornado Alley, and I'm sure Twister Tom will be dissecting this movie later. But it's just a really fun summer popcorn movie. Okay, if you liked the first one, you're gonna like this one. And I just watched the first one recently on 4th of July.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was very excited to have the fortune of interviewing Glen Powell and Daisy Edgar-Jones. So let's see what they had to say. I wanted to know what kind of training that you went through to, be prepared to be thrown about by the tornadoes.
Well, this is the benefit. We are back here in Oklahoma City where we shot this movie, and it's impossible to not fall in love with the weather when everybody you talk to in Oklahoma feels like a meteorologist, and storm chasing is just sort of in the blood here. There's something thrilling about the weather events affecting everybody's personality and how everybody kind of looks forward to it. We got the benefit of going to the National Weather Center and NOAA and being around real-life storm chasers. So the things that you're seeing on screen in this movie are very real and authentic because, we're around the real deal. So that we really lucked out in that way to be able to, again, shoot the ultimate tornado movie in Tornado Alley during tornado season.
I'm in the neighboring state of Missouri, so I'm very familiar with Tornado Alley. Have either of you experienced, or did you during filming experience any real tornadoes?
Well, there were tornadoes that touched down while we were filming. Actually, we there was one scene we were doing where we were sat on a truck looking at the sky, and this amazing, I think it's called a mesocyclone cloud. It can often produce tornadoes. Started developing behind us, so we looked like two of the worst storm chasers you've ever seen because we were looking in the wrong direction. But we had to leave set because that later turned into a tornado, which our director Isaac chased and saw. Glenn and I went chasing with Brandon from the cast with a group of storm chasers that we met whilst filming a couple of months ago. We didn't see a tornado, but we did follow a storm all the way to Kansas and saw some wild lightning and rain. But yeah, definitely when we were filming here, we had an entire set be blown away. I mean, the weather was a big part of the filming experience. So often we had to shut down filming and then start again to recreate the weather that had just shut us down, if that makes sense.
So you had to recreate a fake tornado because the real one had just come through.
Yes.
Not a real tornado, luckily,
Real
but
weather.
like real weather. Crazy wind and crazy rain and hail, and yeah, it was wild.
It does get windy and haily and all of that. Do you have a favorite moment from filming, each of you?
I mean, I think one of the things that really bonds a cast together is getting hit with actual wind, hail, debris, rain, all of it, and there's a lot of this movie. Daisy and I, would weather extreme elements and then look at each other and just laugh. Because it really is funny. It's the wonderful thing about this job is you get to travel to all these different corners of the planet and occupy all these different worlds. But again, to go through the elements together, it really brings a cast together. But we really lucked out in the fact that we're making this with a really special group of people that makes enduring the elements really fun.
Well, the entire team is great, and it is a standalone movie, which is amazing. And then before I let you go, I didn't know, if either of you wanted to do a little viral dance to Apple, the song Apple.
Can you still remember it?
I've seen that.
yeah.
I've seen that floating about on the socials.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap. Apple. Crack, 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 crack. Yes, Glenn.
That's what I'm talking
Still
about.
got it.
Still got it.
Woo!
You guys totally have it. I can't wait for everyone to see the movie, and I really thank you both.
Thank you.
Oh, that was fun.
That was
Okay.
great.
I do want to mention that there is a little bit of a tribute to the first one. Bill Paxton's son has a cameo in Twisters.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's fun. But you can find that viral dance it's to the song Apple, and I had seen it. And I just wanted to end with something kind of funnier than all the questions everyone else was asking.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I've seen that on the socials.
absolutely have.
Yeah, and they're very lovely people, both of them.
Seemed
So.
like it, yeah.
Well, I know Twister Tom, our meteorologist, has plans to see it with his family this weekend. So
Oh, well, I'm gonna need his review. See how it compares to mine.
I have a feeling as a meteorologist, he'll be kind of like going through it, like if I'm tooth combed,
I,
see if it's
yes.
accurate.
I did take Don Luzader, and he said there was lots of rain, which there needed to be, and he gave it the seal of approval as good as you can be to the weather versus Hollywood fun magic popcorn movie. So
Right.
he had a good time.
I don't remember a lot of rain in the first Twister.
Right.
It was always like, that calm and then all of a sudden tornadoes.
There were
Yeah.
cows
you know?
in the air.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then cows flying by. That's
Yes.
the thing I remember from the trailer.
There are lots of things flying in this. No cow though.
Any people on bicycles like in The Wizard of Oz?
No,
Anything?
no people on bicycles. Well, maybe a motorcycle. I think.
Well, hey,
Anyway.
great interview. Can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
And we'll see you second hour.
See you then.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with lots more fun after this. I do kind of want to see that though, because I loved the first one.